The best digital experience for DC readers just got even better, and I got all the details. Welcome back to Comics Are Dope. I'm BJ Kicks, and if you're a fan of DC Comics, then you're probably familiar with DC Universe Infinite. And, well, if you're not, don't worry, I'll put you on. DC Universe Infinite is a digital comic subscription that you can access from your smartphone, your tablet, or even your computer that gets you instant access to DC's library of over 27,000 comics, with new books being added every single week. Now, I've been a member of the DC Universe Infinite service since September of 2018 when they first launched, but DC reached out to me and gifted me with a free year of their Ultra tier so that I could check out some of the new features and report back to you. So let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? Now, like I said, in case you're not familiar, DC Universe Infinite is a digital comic subscription, the best digital comic subscription for DC Comics fans. Now, you can access their library just on a couple of levels, but on the standard tier, you can access over 27,000 comics in a digital format, and you can scroll through them like you would any digital comic, or they've got a brand new format called DC Go, which is formatted specifically for your phone, so you can actually scroll through vertically without feeling like you're limited by your screen's real estate or the phone experience. I really love this, and they actually have all sorts of titles in the DC Go format, including the brand new Absolute Universe, Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Really dope, and there's even more coming this spring. But so you get this access to this library of digital comics with curated reading lists and all sorts of stuff. I mean, comics from up to 6 months ago, all the way back to Action Comics #1, and a whole lot in between, with new titles being added every single week. So you can experience that standard tier, or you can experience the Ultra tier. Now, the DC Universe Infinite Ultra tier is really a game changer. In addition to those 27,000 comics, there's about 5,000 extra comics from the DC Vertigo and Black Label library. So you're getting over 32,000 comics in the Ultra tier. And in addition to all those additional titles being available to you, you also get access to DC collected editions. So now you're not fumbling with different reading orders or anything like that. You can experience the collected editions almost day and date with their print releases. And speaking of the date, new titles come to the DC Universe Ultra tier just 30 days after their print release. And that's a game changer, because like I said, on the standard tier, you've got to wait 6 months from the print release to experience it in the app. And let me just show you real quick. This is what 6 months of DC Comics print releases looks like for me. So would you rather have a stack like this or a stack like this? I'll take this one all day, Alex. Now, I really love the DC Universe Ultra tier because it helps me stay up to date with everything going on in the DC Universe without feeling like I'm missing out, or, I got to keep up with these single issues. Of course, I buy them. I keep them for the collection, but I got kids. I got stuff going on. It's hard to keep up with reading these physically all the time. So being able to scroll through their perfectly curated reading list and reading orders and guides, and there's all sorts of editorial suggestions on which books you can get into at a given time. I really love that in the DC Universe app. Now, like I said, I've been a member since 2018, and this app just keeps getting better. So not only do you get 32,000 comics in the Ultra tier, you get that expanded catalog for DC Vertigo, Black Label, you get the collected editions, you get a lot. But let's talk about pricing. So the standard tier of DC Universe Infinite you can pay monthly or you can pay annually. So monthly is $7.99 a month, and that's a super low barrier to entry. And like I said, you're getting those books, about 27,000 comics and counting, and you're getting those about 6 months after the print release. Now, if you want to save a little bit of money on that standard tier, then you consider joining annually. The annual subscription does save you some money. You get it for $74.99 a year. So you can go with that standard tier, but my favorite is the Ultra tier. And there's a couple of ways to do that as well. You can subscribe annually, which does have a benefit for just $119.99 a year. You get that access to the expanded catalog of over 32,000 comics. You're getting access to books just 30 days after their print release. And if you pay annually, you get a free gift, a free physical trade paperback every single year. And it's not even like a little tiny trade paperback like you're used to. No, it's a deluxe size trade paperback. It's oversized, it's bigger than normal. And there are some seminal stories. The first year I was a member, we got The Death and Return of Superman in trade paperback. The second year we had Batman Who Laughs. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that you get every single year. And like I said, you get that free gift, which in stores would cost you about $40 to $50. And you get that just for being a member and paying annually. But really big news, DC just recently made the Ultra tier available at a monthly subscription rate. So if you pay just $12.99 a month, that gets you access to the Ultra library, 32,000 comics from DC, Vertigo, DC Black Label. You get those collected editions. The only thing you don't get if you're paying Ultra monthly is that free gift every year. But honestly, paying just $13 a month to get comics 30 days after their print release feels like a steal. Like I said, trading in this huge stack of comics for my iPad and my phone and just reading them on the go has been a game changer for me. Now, you do need to know a couple of things about the subscription. The subscriptions do renew automatically. So whether you go monthly or annually, you probably want to set your calendar so that you know when your subscription is going to come out. The subscription is not meant for children. There is some mature content behind these paywalls, so you want to be mindful before you just jump on there. And of course, there are other terms and conditions that will apply. You can check the DC Universe Infinite website for those. Now, I really, really am excited about the fact that the Ultra tier is available monthly because, I don't know, I'm not always balling like that. So to pay that annual fee up front wasn't always the most comfortable thing. But now, just $13 a month, we are in there smooth sailing like butter. So I'm really excited about that. And DC's got a lot of really exciting things happening right now. We're in the middle of the Absolute Universe. My favorite title right now is Absolute Batman. But we've got Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash, Absolute Martian Manhunter all debuting this spring. And all of those are going to be coming to the DC Go Vertical format as well. So I'm really excited to see those. And I don't know, man, you got to join us inside the DC universe. So if you have not done so already, click the link in the description down below and come see what the fun is all about. Now, again, I have to give a huge thanks to DC for gifting me with that annual Ultra membership. And thank you for allowing me to give these news to my audience. I'll see you guys in another video soon. Until then, stay safe, stay awesome, and read something dope today. Peace.